Dubai, but they don't know how to allocate capital. वहाँ पे भी return नहीं आएगी. So by this time it was 2014, and a lot of people told me that we should migrate back, migrate away from India back to the West. And they said, look, Saurabh, what you guys are after are promoters who are both clean and hungry. दोनों चीजें चाहिए आपको. They said इंडिया के जीन पूल में ये पॉसिबल नहीं है इसका मिक्सचर. जो क्लीन होता है वो उल्लू होता है, जो हंग्री होता है वो चोर होता है. And you cannot mix clean and hungry in India, we were told, right? Thankfully we hung around and gradually we figured out how to find a mixture of clean and hungry. Whatever I'm going to tell you, as Kshitij very nicely highlighted, whatever I'm going to tell you next is inside my 2 books, right? These are the 2 books we have written, right? And you can find them easily on Amazon. And if you don't want to pay 200 rupees for these, you can also download pirated copy, right? So what's inside these books is actually very simple to do. I'll give you the core insight. I'll even tell you how to do it using the book so that you never have to hear my voice ever again, right? So here is what we figured out in 2015. We figured that amongst the world's 10 largest economies, our country was unique. India is unique amongst the world's 10 largest economies in that we're the only country where for every single product, which is an essential product, either one company or at most 2 companies take home 80% of the profits from a said product. 80-85% profit किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में, किसी भी essential product में 2 कंपनी के पास चली जाती है, right? Examples on the screen would be, say if you take biscuits for instance, Britannia takes away the high-end segment. Britannia is a monopolist in luxury biscuits, right? Parle is a monopolist in low-cost affordable biscuits. The 2 firms don't compete with each other. Britannia and Parle एक दूसरे को कभी टक्कर नहीं देते. And between the 2 firms, that's 85% of the biscuit industry spoken for, right? Basic industry biscuits. नुस्ली वाडिया साहब की नेटवर्थ होगी $5 billion ब्रिटानिया की बदौलत, और चौहान सिस्टर्स की नेटवर्थ होगी $3 billion. पार्ले और उनका और एक बॉटल वाटर का भी मोनोपोली है उनका, right? If you cooking oil, extraordinary monopoly, right? So the 100 rupees per liter and above का segment, जहाँ पे रियल प्रॉफिट्स है कुकिंग ऑयल में, 100 रुपए प्रति लीटर, उसके ऊपर का मार्केट 60% हर्ष मारीवाला जी के पास और 30% गौतम अदानी साहब के पास, राइट? 90% कुकिंग ऑयल मार्केट 2 फैमिलीज के पास, राइट? डिटो इन हेयर ऑयल, राइट? एक्सेप्ट दैट अदानी की जगह बजाज कॉप. इन पेंट्स इफ यू सी 55% मार्केट एशियन पेंट्स के पास है, फैमिलीज, प्रमोटर फैमिलीज वर्थ $12 billion, और 25% मार्केट बर्जर पेंट्स के पास है, प्रमोटर फैमिलीज वर्थ $6 billion, राइट? फिर आप ट्रक देखें, कार देखें, ट्रक टायर, स्मॉल कार टायर, एयर कंप्रेसर्स, ग्लास लाइन वेसल्स, एलिफैटिक अमीन्स, right? I can go on and on. 2-player monopolies are all around us, right? And after that, we realized there's something even more extraordinary in India, which is one player taking away 90% of the industry profits. Udaharan, cigarettes and ITC, adhesives and Pidilite. इसके ऊपर Pidilite is a double monopoly. Pidilite also has 90% of the waterproofing market. बच्चों का दूध और नेस्ले, right? In short, there are 25 companies in India, folks. 25 companies in India who sell the basic essentials of life to you and me behind immense barriers to entry and generate average return on capital of 45%. Average ROC इनका 45%. ROC मतलब ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट डिवाइडेड बाय धंधे में कितना पैसा लगाया है, 45%, 25 सबसे बड़े मोनोपोलिस्ट के लिए. Now, there is 2 unique things about this before we go on to how to make solid money out of this. पहली uniqueness है that no other country has this. So आप जापान, जर्मनी, यूके, यूएसए कहीं पे भी चले जाओ, कोई भी वर्ल्ड क्लास कंपनी ले लो, राइट? टोयोटा, डैimler क्राइसलर, बायर, BASF, BP, Shell, Accenture, Walmart, कुछ भी ले लो. A world class company, if it generates 15-16% ROC for 4-5 years, CEO will become a celebrity in the West. हमारे देश में 15-16% ROC के लिए मोनोपोलिस्ट घर से भी नहीं निकलेगा, ड्राइवर को भेजेगा, राइट? 30% ROC पे इंडियन मोनोपोलिस्ट विल से चलो आप रोटरी क्लब ज्वाइन करते हैं, और 45% रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल पे इंडियन मोनोपोलिस्ट बोलेगा अब मेरे बेटे की शादी होगी दूसरे मोनोपोलिस्ट के बेटी के साथ, राइट? That's how the country runs, right? Now, there is another very powerful implication of this, right? So 2 weeks ago, The Economist magazine in London published some of our research. What we have shown, and ये chart में वो दिखाया गया है, what we have shown now is The top 20 companies in India earn 70% of India's profits. सारे हिंदुस्तान का 70% प्रॉफिट 20 कंपनी के हाथ चला जाता है. 1990 में top 20 companies only earned 15% of India's profits. So 15 से 70 हो गया है 30 साल में, right? Another way of restating the same thing, folks, same चीज को और दूसरे तरीके से देखना है तो ऐसा सोचिए, लास्ट 10 साल में भारत सरकार के अनुमान से इकोनॉमी की ग्रोथ रही है 12%, नॉमिनल जीडीपी ग्रोथ, लास्ट 10 years 12%. टॉप 20 फैमिलीज प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ 20%. रेस्ट ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट इंडिया एक्सक्लूडिंग टॉप 20 प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ 1%. सो इंडियन इकोनॉमी 12, टॉप 20 फैमिलीज 20% प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ, बाकी सब 1% प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ, राइट? सो सिंपल वे टू थिंक अबाउट इट इज सबका साथ इनका विकास, राइट? नॉट आपका मेरा विकास, सबका साथ इनका विकास. टॉप 20 फैमिलीज का निरंतर विकास इज इंडिया का आज का धर्म है. हाउ आर दीज कंपनीज एबल टू कंपाउंड सो रिलेंटलेसली? क्या कर रहे हैं, किस प्रकार से पैसा कमा रहे हैं, आप और मैं कैसे कमा सकते हैं, राइट? दैट इज आवर जॉब इन मार्सेलस. कंट्री का जो ढांचा है, यू एंड आई कांट चेंज दैट. वी हैव टू मेक मनी फ्रॉम इट. हाउ विल वी डू इट? So the first simple concept to get in our heads is return on capital minus cost of capital. Return on capital 45 top 20 companies के लिए, cost of capital 15 मानिए, actually उससे कम ही है, but simple मान लेते हैं 15. That means free cash flow is return on capital minus cost of capital. Free cash flow is 30% of capital employed, right? 45 minus 15. For the top 20-25 monopolists in India, free cash flow is 30% of capital employed, right? That means that if they so wanted, a Pidilite or an Asian Paints or a ITC, if they wanted in 3 years flat, they can return to their shareholders the entire capital invested in the धंधा, right? But वो नहीं करते, पूरा free cash flow return नहीं कर देते. Typically these companies that we invest in, 1/3 of free cash flow dividend बांट देते हैं. 1/3 free cash flow dividend आती है, 2% के लगभग 2% dividend yield आती है. 2/3 of free cash flow वापस धंधे में डालते हैं. 2/3 times free cash flow, मतलब 2/3 times 30% because 45 minus 15. So 2/3 times 30%, 20% of capital employed वापस धंधे में घुसा देते हैं these monopolists, right? Any company anywhere in the world which consistently reinvests back in the business 20% of capital employed, धंधा 4 साल में डबल हो जाता है, 8 साल में धंधा क्वाड्रुपल हो जाता है, 10 years में बिजनेस का टॉप लाइन 6 से 7 गुना बढ़ जाता है, राइट? So just consistently reinvesting capital 20% हर साल धंधे में डाल रहे हो, 4 साल में धंधा डबल, 8 साल में क्वाड्रुपल, 10 साल में 6 से 7 गुना टॉप लाइन ग्रोथ. You get some basic efficiency gains. Bottom line growth आपका रहेगा 8 to 10x. 8x bottom line growth in 10 years मतलब 20% compounding. 10x bottom line growth in 10 years मतलब 25% compounding. You compound with these monopolists at 20 to 25%. 8 से 10 गुना प्रॉफिट कंपाउंडिंग 10 साल में, 20 to 25% कंपाउंडिंग. आपकी वॉलेटिलिटी भारत सरकार के बॉन्ड से कम, निफ्टी की आधी वॉलेटिलिटी से आप कंपाउंड करें with lower volatility than the government of India bond, right? I'll summarize again. Step 1, look for clean promoters. अगर प्रमोटर जी चोरी कर रहे हैं, आपका मेरा पैसा बनाने की संभावना 0, right? पहला स्टेप, प्रमोटर चोर ना हो गए. Second step, product has to be essential. This is a गरीब country. We cannot be running around buying cement, metals, real estate, capital goods, right? ऐसे अनाप शनाप चीजें करेंगे, गाड़ी नहीं चलेगी, गाड़ी रुक जाएगी, कंपाउंडिंग का गाड़ी का चक्का जाम हो जाएगा. We have to buy essential products, stuff that 1.3 billion Indians buy every single day of their lives. COVID हो या measles, demonetization हो, GST, ऐसी पदार्थ के निवेश करना है जो हर हिंदुस्तानी को हर रोज खरीदना चाहिए, right? Clean promoter, essential products. तीसरी चीज, हिमालय से ऊंची बैरियर टू एंट्री होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि उसके पीछे हमारा प्रमोटर 45% ROC कमाएगा. ये महत्वपूर्ण क्यों है? Because if he earns for 45% ROC, he can reinvest back in the धंधा 20% capital employed every single year. पैसा आप और मैं तभी बना सकते हैं, प्रमोटर हर साल धंधे में 20% capital employed डालता रहे. If he does that, you and I will make between 8 to 10x in 10 years. That means 20 to 25% compounded. That is the simple philosophy. Now, I promised you, you don't have to hear my voice or see my face ever again. So हमने जो हमारी किताब में दिखाया है, in this book Coffee Can Investing, what we have shown is you can build a portfolio like this on your own stead with say advice from Urjita. You don't need me in the picture at all. You don't need my colleagues. किसी को CV देने की जरूरत नहीं है, right? If you get a chance, read Coffee Can Investing. उसमें हमने क्या दिखाया है that the simplest way to build such a portfolio for yourself is look for companies who pass two basic tests. पहला test है revenue growth should be double digits every year, 10 years in a row. Right? Double digit revenue growth, 10 consecutive years. And the second test is return on capital should be minimum of 15% every year, 10 years in a row. Right? 10% rev growth, 15% ROC, 10 years in a row. हिंदुस्तान में हमने किताब में लिखा है, हिंदुस्तान में सिर्फ 15 कंपनीज टेस्ट को पास करते हैं. आप ये 15 कंपनी एक डीमैट अकाउंट में खरीद लीजिए, शांति से बैठ जाइए, अपने हॉबीज, अपने बिजनेस पे फोकस करें, पोर्टफोलियो को चलने दें. You've shown in the book using 30 years of data, folks. You'll compound at a minimum of 20% per annum. The volatility of your portfolio will be lower than Government of India bond, half the volatility of the Nifty, right? Very simple technique. Now, some of you might turn around and say that, look, we have no interest in your book, Shuk. You simply take our money and run it for us, right? If you entrust your wealth with us, all we will do, that is a deviance from the book, is as follows. Rather than buying all 15 stocks in equal measure, we will tilt the portfolio, we'll skew the portfolio. We'll skew the portfolio disproportionately towards 4 stocks. We'll put around 45% of your wealth in 4 stocks, where our research tells us that the company is a full monopolist, uska koi competition nahi hai. Right? Company is a full monopolist, uska koi competition nahi hai. We'll tilt the portfolio towards companies which the public thinks the company has competition, but our research suggests the company doesn't have any competition, right? So we could discuss several examples, but let's take say, since I'm having Nestle's coffee, let me take Nestle as an example, right? So अगर आप Nestle का annual report पढ़ो, right? The annual report suggests to you and me that around 55% of Nestle's revenues come from selling infant milk powder. Around 30% of the revenues come from selling Maggi, and the remaining 15% of their revenues come from miscellaneous products. This coffee, for instance, Milkmaid, Kit Kat, and so on, right? So 50%, 55% powder, percent Maggi, and then the rest of it miscellaneous, right? That's the picture that the Nestle annual report gives, right? And we used to believe this picture. 3 years ago, we read a market research report on the baby milk powder industry, and this report said that baby milk powder is a 13,000 crore ka industry. Har saal 13,000 crore ka worth of baby milk sells in India. And Nestle's market share, this market research report said, Nestle ki market share hai 97%, right? So as soon as we saw that, we said, chalo Nestle ka ROC nikalte hain bachcho ke doodh se, right? Return on capital on baby milk. They don't give that in the annual report, right? Segmental ROC wo nahi dete. So our estimates, we did the work, our estimates suggest that on baby milk, the return on capital is somewhere between 80 to 100%, right? We also know that the consolidated ROC is 45%, right? 45% consol में आती है, और अगर हम बच्चों का दूध का देखें, double आता है ROC उसका, right? Now revenue share in baby milk for Nestle is 55%, right? And therefore, joining the dots, we figured कि Nestle का 80 से 90% free cash flow, 80 से 90% free cash flow Nestle का आता है बच्चों का दूध बेच के. Right? Nestle ka real money machine is bachcho ka doodh. But if we can figure that out sitting in a flat in Bombay, so can Baba Ramdev, so why don't they enter the segment? दूसरे लोग क्यों नहीं टक्कर देते Nestle को? Right? हमारी एक बुरी आदत थी, विदेशी किताब वगैरह पढ़ते थे, right? जब तक दिमाग में थोड़ी अकल नहीं आई, we used to read विदेशी किताब, वो पढ़ के कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला, right? So Michael Porter 5 forces वगैरह का इस्तेमाल करते थे, कुछ फायदा नहीं हुआ. So we finally went to Abbott. Abbott has the other 3% share in baby milk. And we asked Abbott that, we said, देखिए आपके पास baby milk में 3% share है, balance sheet में 4,000 crore cash है, विदेशी brand है, विख्यात brand है, मशहूर brand है, Abbott. So we said, why don't you step it up, increase your marketing and advertising activities, and gain market share. अगर आपका 3 का 10 भी हो जाए market share, आपके लिए अच्छा है. आपकी return on capital Abbott है 35. Nestle ये product बेच रहा है 80-90% ROC में. If you Abbott sell baby milk at 50%, you're at 35, you sell baby milk at 50, you'll be undercutting Nestle and your ROC will go up, right? Sabka saath, sabka vikas type story. So I would say कि देखो, it's all very easy for you guys to say these things, but it's impractical. You're not allowed in India to advertise and promote baby milk. So we said we don't believe you. That's only true for cigarettes and alcohol. कि a promotional activity banned है. How can that be true for baby milk? So they said भारत सरकार से आके आप मिलो. So 3 साल पहले हम भारत सरकार से मिले, and after that only I quit my previous job. The Kshitij very kindly mentioned as to the CEO of a investment bank, मैंने वो quit कर दिया because I figured after meeting भारत सरकार समुद्र है पैसे का जो हम बना सकते हैं निवेश करके and investment banking and so on. So what the government of India told us 3 years back is roughly this. Till the late 90s, baby milk powder was an FMCG product, comparative category. फिर उसको reclassify कर दिया गया, उसको prescription drug की classification दे दी गई. Once baby milk powder becomes a prescription drug, you create 3 barriers to entry. पहली barrier to entry is you can't advertise it, as the Abbott gentleman had told us. Now, why is that a barrier to entry? If I take my example, right, my wife and I have raised 2 kids in India. We fed them Nestle's products. That's all we knew. It's only 3 years ago, whilst researching the industry, that we discovered that the best baby milk in India is actually Abbott. But only 3% of parents feed their kids Abbott. More parents will not get to know about Abbott because Abbott cannot market their product. So barrier to entry 1, आप brand ही नहीं बना सकते because banned advertising activity banned है. Second barrier to entry is because this is a prescription drug, you need a license to manufacture it. Last 13 साल में किसी को लाइसेंस ही प्राप्त नहीं हुई. क्यों नहीं हुई? कोई भी हम चार एप्लीकेंट से जाके मिले हैं, सबने एक ही जवाब दिया है कि आप अगर दिल्ली जाके लाइसेंस मांगो, आपको बोला जाता है कि WHO from Geneva has opined that mother's milk is the most nutritious form of milk for the child, and no form of artificial milk should be encouraged, and therefore we can't give you a license. So किसी को लाइसेंस ही प्राप्त नहीं हुई 13-14 साल. Third barrier to entry is because it's a dawai, because it's a prescription drug, it can't be sold in supermarket, DMart में नहीं बेच सकते. It can't be sold in kirana store. As of December 2019, it can't be sold online either. बच्चों की दूध सिर्फ एक जगह बिक सकती है, which is chemist. You ask your local chemist, he'll tell you one of his highest margin products will be baby milk powder. Why? Because no parent comes to the chemist and says, "सस्ता दूध दो मेरे बच्चे के लिए." And neither does a parent know that they have a choice. They're like me. Most parents are like me. They just think Nestle का ही product मिलता है, right? So आपका कोई discounting की गुंजाइश नहीं है. It's a high margin sale for the chemist. So, point on driving road segment, you have one company generating no competition, no discounting, and no advertising. If you look at the growth of this segment, volume growth 20 साल का डेटा है. 20 साल का डेटा volume growth का है. 19% CAGR से volume grow करती है. GDP growth 2% हो या 8% हो, बच्चा सेम दूध पीता है. डिमोनेटाइजेशन हो या कोविड हो, बच्चा सेम दूध पीता है. ग्रोथ इसकी लेट हाई टीन्स में ग्रोथ स्टेबल रहती है. Nestle takes a price hike of 1 to 2% in said category, right? So if you read Unusual Villainous, मैंने समझाया है कि इंडियन मोनोपोलिस्ट का ऑटोग्राफ है 1 to 2% प्राइस हाइक. क्यों ऐसा? आप एशियन पेंट्स देखें, आप पिडिलाइट देखें, आप डॉक्टर लाल पैथलैब देखें. I've explained in my book that the Indian monopolist is very smart. He realizes that costs in India rise at 5% per annum, right? 5-6% per annum. If he hikes prices at 1 to 2%, the delta of 4 will bankrupt the competition in 5 years, and he will become the king. सबका साथ उसका विकास हो जाएगा, right? So 19% volume growth, 1 to 2% price hikes, around 20% revenue growth in baby milk is a given, right? 20% revenue growth, there is no margin pressure. 20% profit growth, right? So 20% revenue growth, 20% profit growth, right? And you can guess compounding कितनी रहती होगी. अगर आपका revenue growth 20 है, profit growth 20 है, no prices for guessing, आपकी share price compounding भी 20 ही होगी. This is what we do. Clean companies, essential products, high barriers to entry, शांति से 20 से 25% के बीच में compounding पाओ. आपकी पोर्टफोलियो की वॉलेटिलिटी भारत सरकार के बॉन्ड से कम. आप नेस्ले के शेयर प्राइस की वॉलेटिलिटी देखिएगा, भारत सरकार के बॉन्ड से कम. इसलिए हमारे किताब का हमने नाम दिया था कॉफी कैन इन्वेस्टिंग, लो रिस्क रूट टू स्टुपेंडस वेल्थ. I didn't call it low risk to stupendous wealth कि मैं आपको एक दो किताब मिसफिल करके 20 रुपए कमा लूं. I called it low risk to stupendous wealth so that we were able to convey to people who work hard for their wealth, people like you, कि आप without taking that much risk with your money आप शांति से compound कर सकते हो. Because as you know, Most Indians do the ulta. They do high risk road to assured bankruptcy. पहले रियल एस्टेट कर लेंगे, फिर कुछ प्राइवेट इक्विटी कर लेंगे, फिर इधर उधर डेट म्यूचुअल फंड में डाल देंगे, राइट? इट्स मैडनेस आउट देयर, राइट? एंड वी सेड दैट लुक, हियर्स अ सिंपल वे टू इन्वेस्ट इन क्लीन कंपनीज dominant in essential products और शांति से आप कंपाउंड करो. So that's what we do, folks. सिंपल सा प्रोडक्ट है, कोई एंट्री लोड नहीं है, कोई एग्जिट लोड नहीं है. 13 कंपनी है, 13 कंपनीज ऑफ द इल्क ऑफ नेस्ले, एशियन पेंट्स, पीडिलाइट, डॉक्टर लाल पैथ लैब्स, डिवीज लैब, एबॉट लैब्स, एचडीएफसी बैंक, कोटक बैंक. 13 ऐसे स्टॉक है. There is no entry load, there is no exit load. If you want, we do a zero fixed fee offering. Up to 8% रिटर्न, कोई फी नहीं है. अगर 8 के नीचे आपकी रिटर्न आई, कोई फी नहीं है उस साल के लिए. Whatever excess we generate above 8, we take a fifth of that. So मानिए हमने 15% डिलीवर किया, 15 minus 8 would be 7. 7 का 1/5 लेंगे, which is 1.4%. 13.6% आपका रिटर्न हो जाएगा, राइट? सो सिंपल फिलोसफी, आप जब चाहे आओ, जब चाहे जाओ. एवरेज मार्केट कैप ऑफ these 20 stocks would be 1,60,000 crore. Average market cap would be 1,60,000 crore. Simple philosophy. So I'll stop there. Happy to take a few questions if anybody has any questions.
Yeah, hi. So I had 2-3 questions actually, which I have already noted from some of our investors. One is for the fact that there are a lot of technology companies outside India which are also doing quite well. So have you studied them, or do you intend to have them as a part of your portfolio in the future?
नहीं, so हमारे इंडियन पीएमएस में विदेशी स्टॉक अलाउड नहीं है. बट एक चीज समझाता हूँ आपको. To make money from stocks, right? The main thing you need is the company's return on capital should be million miles above cost of capital. These US technology companies, ROCs are not 45%. Microsoft or Amazon or Apple, ROCs are not 45%. The American free market is so competitive, आप 45% कमा नहीं सकते, right? अगर आप 45% ROC कमा नहीं सकते, right? And different reasons. Amazon doesn't have 45% ROC because they constantly burn money in new growth initiatives like India, for instance. Apple has loads of free cash on its balance sheet. It doesn't know what to do with it. That drags down the ROC. But the sum and substance of what I'm driving at is, not just in America, across the world, generating 45% ROC is close to impossible, right? We are the only large economy where you can do this. Generating high ROC is the beginning of the compounding process, right? So if you see our country, there are companies like Colgate, Castrol, Hawkins, Gillette, Unilever. These are all high ROC companies. But इनका compounding का चक्का जाम रहता है. क्यों रहता है? Because ये reinvest नहीं करते. So step 1 is पहला step high ROC आनी चाहिए. विदेश में नहीं आती high ROC. उस देश में जिस तरह का competition रहता है, आपको इतना ROC कमाने का मौका ही नहीं मिलेगा. So step 1 is ROC high आनी चाहिए, right? Second step is just high ROC by itself is not good enough. Unilever के ROC 75% है, but you need to see reinvestment of 2/3 of free cash flow. Unilever generates more free cash flow than Asian Paints or Nestle, but it does not reinvest 2/3 of free cash flow. Unilever dividends out 3/4 of free cash flow. Dividend out 3/4 of free cash flow, which is why Unilever की compounding की क्षमता Nestle की आधी है, right? Nestle dividends out half, reinvests half. Asian Paints reinvests 2/3, right? Asian Paints reinvest 2/3. So step 1, you need high ROC. It is not possible in a competitive economy like US to generate such high levels of ROC, right? The US FANGs do not generate 45% ROC, folks, right? In our country, you can generate 45% ROC because of the reasons I've given you, right? I can do several examples, but आप लोग बोर हो जाओगे मेरे अलग-अलग examples सुन के. Our country is unique in having 25 giants who make insane levels of ROC, selling the essentials of life to you and me. Over and above that, we need to see the free cash flow arising from the high ROC pumped back into the धंधा, and that is actually very hard to do. अब सोचो कितना difficult है. Generating high ROC is hard. Even harder is, मैं धंधे को हर 4 साल में डबल करूंगा, which is what Asian Paints does, Pidilite does. हर 4 साल में धंधा डबल, और उसके बावजूद मेरी ROC नीचे नहीं जाएगी. अब सोचो कितना टफ है. मैं धंधे को डबल करता रहूंगा हर 4 साल. But I'm such a smart guy, my ROC will not go down, right? So in the equivalent, just to sort of give an example that you might be find it easier to understand, क्रिकेट में देखो, क्रिकेट में मैदान में आके छक्के चौके मारना हार्ड नहीं है, कर सकते हो, स्ट्राइक रेट अच्छी बना सकते हो, छक्के चौके मारने की चेष्टा करो, बट टू कंबाइन हाई स्ट्राइक रेट विथ हाई एवरेज इज वेरी हार्ड. विराट कोहली की बैटिंग एवरेज 55 वनडे क्रिकेट में, विराट कोहली की बैटिंग एवरेज 55 से भी ज्यादा हो गई है अभी, एक्चुअली 57 हो गई है, स्ट्राइक रेट 93. To combine high average with high strike rate is very very hard, right? You might say मैं average अच्छी बनाऊंगा, मैं थोड़ा carefully खेलूंगा, strike rate मेरी कम होगी, मैं carefully खेलूंगा, average अच्छी बनाऊंगा. और you might say मैं धुआंधार बैटिंग करूंगा, छक्के चौके मारूंगा, मेरी average थोड़ी कम होगी, strike rate high होगी, हार्दिक पांड्या टाइप बैटिंग, right? But to do two together, both together is super hard. Strike rate भी average भी. Asian Paints does both together. स्ट्राइक रेट हर 4 साल में, हर 3 साल में धंधा डबल, एक्चुअली पिडिलाइट हर 4 साल में धंधा डबल, डॉक्टर लाल पैथलैब्स हर 3.5 साल में धंधा डबल. उसके साथ साथ हाई आरओसी. हाई आरओसी क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? बिकॉज उससे फ्री कैश फ्लो आती है. दोनों एक साथ करना बहुत टफ है. हमारा देश दुनिया का इकलौता देश है जहां पे आपको 20 ऐसे कंपनी मिलते हैं, उससे आपको मेरे को शांति से अच्छी कंपाउंडिंग मिलते हैं, उसमें आप घुस जाओ और शांति से अच्छा पैसा कमाओ.
परफेक्ट. So next question is how long do we have, as in कितना टाइम है हमारे पास कि ये जो 45% ROCE की हम बात कर रहे हैं that is sustainable in the future, as in do you think that एक टाइम के बाद ऐसा ग्रोथ नहीं होगा, या what is your opinion?
So let's do that. So we discuss one type of monopoly, you know, Nestle, and I can't honestly see कैसे Nestle का monopoly तोड़ेगा. We'll have to go to Geneva. We'll have to go to Geneva and meet the WHO. कि मालिक आप ये डायरेक्टिव बदल दो, आप बोलो, आप ऐसा मत बोलो कि माँ का दूध सबसे पौष्टिक आहार है, आप बोलो स्प्रे मिल्क पाउडर सबसे पौष्टिक आहार है. So if you can go to Geneva, persuade WHO to do that, तो नेस्ले की मोनोपोली टूट जाएगी, राइट? जब तक आप जिनीवा जाके कन्विंस नहीं कर पाओगे WHO को, तब तक नेस्ले की मोनोपोली बरकरार. By the way, Nestle's headquarters is 10 minutes away from WHO headquarters. तो थोड़ा सा उनको शायद पता चल जाए कि आप वहां पहुंच गए हो, right? So that's one type of monopoly, regulatory monopolies. There are several in our portfolio where you'll have to fundamentally change regulation. Divi's Lab is fundamentally a play on regulation. You'll have to go to America and convince the FDA to regulate the industry differently to break Divi's Lab की monopoly. जब तक आप FDA को समझा नहीं पाओगे, Divi's Lab की monopoly बरकरार है, चलती रहेगी. Divi's Lab is a unique company. उसका profit आता है 85% उसका profit आता है दुनिया के 6 सबसे बड़े फार्मा कंपनी से. Pfizer, Mylan, Glaxo, world's top 6 pharma companies generate 65% of the revenues, 85% of the profits. To break Divi's Labs' hammerlock on API compounding, we'll have to go to America, persuade FDA to change the regulation of the industry. I don't think वो हमारे देश में किसी की बस की बात है, right? But there is a different type of monopoly. Asian Paints, Bajaj Finance, HDFC Bank, Dr. Lal PathLabs, these are all technology monopolies. It's incidental that Asian Paint sells paint. They're actually a technology company. It's incidental that Bajaj Finance is an NBFC. They're a technology company. It's incidental that Dr. Lal PathLabs does blood test, COVID test, urine test. They're a technology company, right? कैसे हो रहा है ये, right? So what the last 20 years have allowed is, the last 20 years have allowed smart companies to take off-the-shelf software, SAP, Salesforce, and to weaponize it with big data in a way that none of their competitors can. तो उदाहरण देते हैं, Bajaj Finance superficially is an NBFC. It's actually a big data machine, right? Everybody who's on this call, Bajaj Finance knows more about you, about me, than any bank in our country, than CIBIL. Bajaj, if say Saurabh Mukherjee goes for a Bajaj Finance loan, Bajaj Finance doesn't need the CIBIL score. He knows more about me from social data, from Google, from my internet habits, than even say perhaps my family knows about me, right? So Rajiv Jain used to, मेरे पीछे जो दरवाजा है उसके पीछे Rajiv Jain used to live till 9 years ago. He still has a flat there, right? And incredibly smart man. He and Sajid Bajaj have built a technology monopoly. Salesforce के 4 engineer full time बैठे रहते हैं Bajaj Finance के office में. Microsoft के Seattle headquarters से 3 engineer बैठे रहते हैं. And they have helped Bajaj Finance build a big data lake, which gives them every shred of data on everybody on this call. Using that data, Bajaj Finance has created pools of borrowers who are low risk and high margin. Pools of borrowers that nobody else spotted. For example, for chartered accountants in India, Bajaj Finance is the largest lender. For doctors and dentists in India, Bajaj Finance is the largest lender. What did Bajaj Finance figure out? They figured out that chartered accountants, doctor, dentists की cash flow अच्छी रहती है, stable रहती है, just like a salaried person only. But they also figured out that because chartered accountant, doctor, dentist is deemed to be self-employed, HDFC Bank doesn't want to lend to them. So they capitalized on this arbitrage. They figured out that the risk profile of chartered accountant, doctor, dentist is much lower than the market perceives it, and they became the largest lenders to this constituency. Now Bajaj Finance has so much data on CAs, doctors, dentists, architects that nobody can beat them in that segment, right? उस segment का वो specialist बन गया, self-employed white collar professional. Self-employed white collar professional, Bajaj Finance is now the king there. वो मोट अब तोड़ नहीं सकता कोई. Right? Similarly, so this piece we figured out. Similarly, my reckoning is Rajiv Jain, Sanjeev Bajaj जी ऐसे उन्होंने pool spot कर लिए हैं. Pools of juicy borrowers with low risk and high risk potential, right? अब देखिएगा हमारा पूरा जो investment philosophy है and money making investment philosophies the world over have a consistent theme: low risk for tremendous return. You don't take high risk for high return. You know, पागल लोग लेते हैं high risk for high return. मरने की तैयारी है to take high risk for high return, right? You take low risk for high return. That is what a Sanjeev Bajaj does. That is what a Om and Chanda does. That is what a Bharat Puri ji at Pidilite does. Low risk for high return. HDFC Bank, highest ROE of any bank in the country, lowest NPA. Low risk, high return. Low risk मतलब stupendous wealth. High risk मतलब बर्बादी निश्चित.
Okay. So one of the questions I think that you might have been asked multiple times in the last 3 months is the fact that the current situation that we all are going through. तो उसमें सबको एक fear psychosis आ जाता है because of media, different outlets, बहुत सारे news WhatsApp पे आते हैं, and then what ends up happening is a lot of us end up fearing that जो हमने invest किया even through your philosophy, are we doing the right thing, or all these questions start cropping up. So any say on that?
बिल्कुल. सो सिंपल जस्ट आप व्हाट्सएप से हटा लीजिए अपने आप को और टीवी भी देखना बंद कर दीजिए. मेरे घर में तो हमने टीवी हटा ही दिया है. कोई फायदे बेकार चीज है, बिल्कुल बेकार है. टीवी हटा दिया है. मेरी फोन कुछ 8 साल पुरानी फोन है. शेयर प्राइस देखना भी मुश्किल है इस पे. व्हाट्सएप है ही नहीं मेरे पास, राइट? सो जोक्स अपार्ट, द मोर यू इमर्स योरसेल्फ इन द डे टू डे रबिश ऑफ इंडिया, द मोर यू विल राइड विद ग्रीड एंड फियर, और पैसा बनना डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. बट ऑन अ मोर सीरियस नोट, रिमेंबर क्या हो रहा है हमारे देश में, राइट? जो दबंग है, जो बाहुबली है, हर क्राइसिस में उसको फायदा हो रहा है. क्यों? बिकॉज दबंग है, जो बाहुबली है, उसकी ताकत बहुत ज्यादा है और हर क्राइसिस में वो छोटू को कुचल डाल रहा है, राइट? तो आप उदाहरण लीजिए आज की डेट में, सेवरल एग्जांपल्स इन आवर पोर्टफोलियो, राइट? Remember I told you the average ROC of the stocks in our portfolio is 45%. So let's take an example. Let's take Page Industries. कमाल का consolidation हो रहा है, right? Across our portfolios, what I can see is 3 महीने में वो market share consolidation दिख रही है जो मेरे को लगा था 3 साल में आएगा. ये 3 साल में मेरे को लगा था आएगा, 3 महीने में आ रहा है. So let's take Page Industries. As you know, Page Industries makes jockey underwear बनाता है. और लास्ट ईयर बहुत चूचा चल रहा था इंडिया में. वैन ह्यूजन टक्कर दे रहा था पेज को. आदित्य बिरला फैशन रिटेल की ब्रांड है वैन ह्यूजन, वो टक्कर दे रहा था पेज को. फिर वहां पे अरविंद मिल्स की ब्रांड हेन्स, वो भी टक्कर दे रहा था पेज को. कोई डॉलर, कोई डिक्सी, कोई लक्स, कोई रूपा, चारों तरफ से सब बोल रहे थे हम अगला पेज. जैसे होता ना, ये अगला सचिन तेंदुलकर, सब बोल रहे थे मैं अगला पेज इंडस्ट्रीज में ही हूँ, आप मेरे को मल्टीपल दे दो मालिक, राइट? और हमारे शहर में अलग तरह के पीएमएस घूम रहे थे, ये सब ये कबाड़ा उठा रहे थे. फिर देखिए क्या हुआ कोविड की वजह से, right? This is from the results calls that these companies have made. आदित्य बिरला फैशन रिटेल ने घोषणा की कि राइट्स इशू कर रहे हैं. पैसे खत्म हो गए. कोविड की वजह से 2 महीने का माल सड़ गया ना वेयरहाउस में, तो वर्किंग कैपिटल चैलेंज आ गई. They have to do a rights issue to resurrect their financial position. I'm sure they'll pull it off. But the point I'm driving at is they're saying a Van Heusen टक्कर नहीं देगा पेज को. Last year Van Heusen burned through 200 crores trying to compete with Page in undergarments. They're saying अब वो वैसी कुछ करने की इच्छा ना रही हमारे में, राइट? अब देखिए अरविंद मिल्स, वहां पे भी चैलेंज है कुछ, यानी 50 ब्रांड बेचते हैं, उनकी भी चैलेंज आ गई है. I won't describe exactly what the challenge is. You can find out. It's in the public domain. They make the Hanes brand of underwear. Right now, these are amongst the two strongest competitors Page has. अब सोचो अगर इनकी ये दशा है, विशाल प्लेयर्स है, राइट? आदित्य बिरला, अरविंद मिल्स, दिग्गज कंपनी. अगर इनकी ये दशा है, आप सोचिए डाउन द मार्केट कैप स्पेक्ट्रम, डॉलर, डिक्सी, लक्स, रूपा, उनकी क्या हालत हो रही होगी. ठीक है, 3 तरीके की दिक्कतें खड़ी हो रही हैं दूसरे पेज के जो कॉम्पिटिटर है. पेज की आरओसी 45, कॉम्पिटिटर की आरओसी 13. पेज की फ्री कैश फ्लो मशीन, कॉम्पिटिटर का फ्री कैश फ्लो कोविड के पहले भी नहीं आ रहा था. कोविड के बाद कॉम्पिटिटर के लिए प्रॉब्लम 1, लेबर भाग गया है. Right? Most of the competitors to Page were outsourcing manufacturing. Right? They didn't pay their contract workers. They didn't pay their contract manufacturers through March, April. Contract manufacturer didn't pay his workers. Laborers ran back using the Shamik train. Page की फैक्ट्री चालू हो गई 4 मई को. कंप्यूटर अभी बैठा है कि कब वर्कर आएगा, कब चालू होगा मेरा धंधा. दूसरी चैलेंज है वर्किंग कैपिटल की. पेज हैज ऑलरेडी टोल्ड इट्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स, डीलर्स कि 2 महीने की वर्किंग कैपिटल मैं तुम्हारी संभाल लूंगा. Next 2 months, you are a paid jockey, dealer, distributor. Don't worry about it. Sell what you can, pay me what you can. I'm dealing with the working capital. बाकी कंपनीज के बेचारा सैलरी देने की शामत आ गई है, सैलरी देने में दिक्कत हो रही है. वो क्या चैनल को क्या देगा यार? So other companies are telling their channel, I have nothing to provide. You pay me cash and take my product. तो दुकानदार या डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बोल रहा है मेरे पास कैश कहां से आएगा, मेरा तो माल ही नहीं बिका 2 महीने से. Right now, a page can, if it wants to, go to HDFC Bank and say, please finance my channel. And an HDFC Bank will happily finance the page channel at 7% cost of interest, which the dealer can bear. The competitor's channel, page will not finance. Competitor's channel, HDFC Bank will not finance. क्यों? Because HDFC Bank चालू है. वो बोलेगा यार तेरी तो कोविड के पहले फ्री कैश फ्लो नहीं थी. कोविड के पहले तो होने से रही तेरी फ्री कैश फ्लो, तो मेरे चैनल को मैं फाइनेंस नहीं करूंगा. So page A has its own resources to finance the channel. B, it can draw upon HDFC Bank or Kotak Bank or whichever bank. The competitor has neither luxury. Competitor का ना तो product बनेगा और ना ही channel finance होगी. Right? Page की market share 4% थी, largest था 4% market share से. मेरे ख्याल से अगर ये कोविड का माहौल बना रहा, अगले 2 साल में एपिक मार्केट शेयर कंसोलिडेशन आ जाएगी. इनफैक्ट जितना डिमांड पिटे उतना मैं खुश हूंगा. एक्चुअली अनफॉर्चुनेटली डेटा जो आ रही है कि डिमांड रिकवरी काफी जल्दी आ रही है, तो थोड़ा अफसोस हो गया मेरे को. एक्चुअली मैं काफी सैड हो गया लास्ट वीक. हमारे चैनल से पता चला जहां पे भी दुकान खुल रही है 70% डिमांड आ रहा है. एट वन लेवल इट्स लॉजिकल. नो, कितने दिन वही अंडरवेयर पहन के लोग बैठे रहेंगे? कभी ना कभी तो फ्रेश माल लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? बट एनीवे, इफ द डिमांड डिस्ट्रक्शन कैरीज ऑन फॉर लॉन्गर या कोविड की सेकंड वेव आ गई, the market share consolidation is faster, we are happier, right? So think about it like this. जो तगड़ी कंपनी होती है, क्लास कंपनी होती है, दबंग होता है, बाहुबली होता है, उसके लिए हर एक क्राइसिस मौका रहता है. डीमॉन हो या जीएसटी हो या कोविड हो, एवरी क्राइसिस गिव्स द फेलो अ चांस टू डिस्ट्रॉय द कंपटीशन एंड कंसोलिडेट. छोटू को कुचलने का मौका, सबका साथ, अपना विकास का मौका, राइट? जो कमजोर होता है वो क्राइसिस में खत्म हो जाता है. And that chart I showed you, the Economist chart, top 20 companies taking more and more profits. By the time, say, if I look at the two of you, your age is same as mine, or you're a little younger, I guess. By the time we are retired, top 20 families in India will take home 85% of India's profits. All of us on this Zoom call have a choice. Either have the top 20 family stocks in your portfolio and compound, or आप इधर उधर किधर पैसा फैलाओ and compounding ना आए. So the choice is very easy.
Perfect. So I would like to invite any of the panelists if they have any questions, and if any of the participants, if they have any questions, please raise your hand so I can unmute you.
हाँ जी, बोले कुणाल जी.
Saurabh, hi. Firstly, I would like to say that from tomorrow I have to give up on coffee and only have your book on my table because I don't need a shot at caffeine when I'm hearing you. Right. And secondly, please don't say that we don't want to hear your voice again or we don't want to see you, because definitely it's a great session, and kudos to you for being so brutal and honest about the fact that how we should drive ourselves and how we should get our clients educated at the time of crisis. So thank you so much, Saurabh.
No, my pleasure. The reason, just to be clear, the reason I said that is a lot of wealth managers hate the sight of me. because उन्होंने सब बेच के रखा था ना. You can understand, you guys know what wealth managers sell. तो they say सौरभ आता D-sell हो जाता है. So I learned a new word when I started selling, D-sell. So D-sell हो जाता है, तो इसलिए I never get invited back. So you guys might be good, you're good people, you might invite me back again.
We would love to. Thank you.
So I have, sorry.
आपके Q&A में एक सवाल था. I thought it was a good question. So
okay,
a person has asked a very good question actually. He says, when you say that the monopolist companies reinvest 20% of free cash flow back into their business, they need to be reinvesting at the 45% ROCE. But what if there's no scope for the business to grow and they reinvested lower ROCEs? For example, ITC investing in FMCG because they don't need to invest in cigarettes. I think super question, right? And this in a way is the core of our job, right? So let's take ITC's example because it's a Zabardast question, right? And it is in our portfolio. And they themselves, and this happens to us in many companies, they themselves asked us to do a board presentation to them on 2nd January. And you know, as I think Kunal just said, we are brutal people, right? हमको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, सब जाके उगल दी वहाँ पे. So our first point was, sir, आपके बैलेंस शीट में 30,000 करोड़ कैश है, क्या करोगे अपना पैसा लेके, right? Plus every year the cash pile grows at 10,000 crores. It's like a money machine. Cash, IT is like a cash ka fuwara, and the cash ka fuwara is easy to understand, right? They have 85% cigarette market share. Their ROC in cigarettes we reckon is around 220%, right? So it's like a cash ka fountain. And we said 30,000 crore leke baithe ho, kya karoge? Every year you're going to accrete to that cash mountain, right? So do something with it, return the money. That was our suggestion. Second point we said was, given that you already have so much cash, just go to a much higher dividend payout ratio, right? Because you don't need more cash to be accreted on that balance sheet. And a third point was, you know, we know that hotels is only 5% of your capital employed. By the way, hotels is only 5% of the capital employed. काफी लोगों को लगता है कि पूरा देश का होटल ITC ने खरीद लिया. ऐसा नहीं है. Because it's such a massive money machine, we think that they spend a lot of money on hotels. They actually don't, right? Only 5% of the capital employed is hotels. ITC is an extraordinary cash machine, right? कमाल की चीज है. So our point was, होटल बंद कर दीजिए या होटल को डीमर्ज कर दीजिए, आप डिविडेंड पे आउट बढ़ा दीजिए और ये 30,000 करोड़ कैश आप वापस कर दीजिए पब्लिक को. They've actioned the second point. On the first point, you've seen progress, right? So आपका point to us was, Puri साहब का point was, Puri साहब by the way remember has a FMCG background. Puri साहब is not a cigarette guy. जो ITC के संजीव पुरी जी हैं, he's a FMCG out of ITC से. So his point was, जब मेरे को मौके मिलेंगे तब मैं फायदा उठाऊंगा. That's why I'm holding on to the cash. And I was, you know, cynical about it. कब मौके मिलेंगे, आप ऐसे बैठे हो, बॉम्बे का कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकर आके उल्लू बना देगा आपको, right? But to be fair to the man, now COVID has given him opportunities on a platter. तो उन्होंने एक कंपनी उठा ली है, सनराइज नाम का 2,000 करोड़ का कंपनी उठाया है. मेरे ख्याल से if ITC wants, there will be loads of regional FMCG plays who are not Dabang, who are not Bahubali, जिनका पूरा चक्का जाम हो गया कोविड से, working capital challenges, procurement challenges, labor challenges. ITC can now use that 30,000 crore war chest. ITC can now use the 30,000 crore war chest to consolidate FMCG. The channel is built, right? One of the largest distribution channels. उस पे अगर अच्छा product लाए, they can consolidate the FMCG industry, right? Now, over the last 3 years, a lot of clients used to write to me, right? ITC क्यों खरीद के बैठे हो, right? We have a standard answer actually. वही copy paste करके भेज देते हैं. हर client पूछता है strategy. Because I've been through this, right? Whether it's Asian Paints, whether it's ITC, whether it's Dr. Lal Path Labs, whether it is Kotak Bank, whether it's Divi's Lab, all the great compounders, 10 साल में 6 साल compounding नहीं करती. Out of 10 years, 6 years, no compounding happens. Right? They compound so well in the other 4 years that you get 10x in 10 years. Second bad news, those 6 years are not back to back, and the 4 years are also not back to back. 2 साल कुछ भी नहीं होता, 3 साल कुछ भी नहीं होता, and फटाक 6 महीने में compounding हो जाती है. फिर 3 साल कुछ नहीं होता, फिर 6 महीने में compounding हो जाती है. Right? And that's understandable, right? Because if these stocks gave compounding every year, you wouldn't need me. You could have done this yourself. Your clients could have done this yourself. And similarly, just as understandable that 2-3 साल कुछ नहीं होगा and 6 महीने में पूरा भरपूर compounding होगी, फिर 2-3 साल कुछ नहीं होगा, because that is the nature of the stock market, right? And our job is to create a portfolio of 13 to 15 such stocks, knowing full well that in a given year 5 स्टॉक छुट्टी पे होंगे, 5 स्टॉक कंपाउंडिंग कर रहे होंगे, and another 3-4 stocks will be in between. But if you build a portfolio of such stocks, of 13 to 15 such stocks, in a given year, you'll have enough guns firing for you to deliver 20%. Right? The mistake people make in India is they abandon an ITC, they abandon an Asian Paints, they abandon a Kotak Bank, they abandon a Dr. Lal PathLabs at the worst possible juncture. And I'll give you an example where I almost made a mistake. So we bought DLPL, Dr. Lal हमने खरीदा था 3.5 साल पहले जब उसकी IPO हुई थी. First 2 years the stock did nothing. A lot of people, a lot of clients basically mocked us. They said क्या बकवास है तुम बोलते हो बैरियर टू एंट्री है, क्या बैरियर टू एंट्री है? हर इलाके में लोकल कंपाउंडर खून निकाल रहा है, यूरिन टेस्ट कर रहा है, राम श्याम घनश्याम कैन रन अ पैथ लैब, इसमें कोई बैरियर टू एंट्री है. यू गाइस आर morons, you bought an overpriced path lab at IPO, right? So for 2 years we started thinking maybe यार maybe got this wrong. Last 1 साल में रॉकेट की तरह निकल गया है. People said क्या कमाल की सोच थी डॉक्टर लाल पैथ लैब्स, क्या कमाल का मार्केट में, right? That's the way it goes every time. Right? All we have to do is stay patient. So in 3.5 साल, we have sold 2 stocks and bought 3 stocks. Right? The essence of this is realizing that time is your friend. If you understand companies and their barrier to entry, time is your friend. COVID is my friend. COVID is going to help us get market share consolidation in Relaxo, and market share consolidation in Page, and market share consolidation in Path Labs. COVID is our friend if you back if you back strong companies. COVID is your enemy if you back weak cash generative companies. COVID is your enemy. For most Indian fund managers, COVID is a big enemy.
So I think you just mentioned about Dr. Lal Path Labs. So have you had at any point of time, a thought that, okay, this stock as a part of my portfolio may not work out, or maybe we have had a wrong choice in the recent past with Marcellus?
So obviously, there's 9 of us in the team, right? And the investment universe we look at is only 30 stocks. उससे ज़्यादा हमको हिंदुस्तान में कुछ मिला नहीं. So each person only has 3 stocks to cover, right? And obviously every week the research team meets for 5 hours, and then the rest of the week the team works on itself. And every week we send people away कि काम करो, extra data निकालो, right? So for example, on Bajaj Finance 3 months ago, we told the team, go away, do more work. Stock आधी हो गई थी. Go and do more work. Is there a massive NPA challenge here? Is there a funding challenge there, right? And if the team comes back and says funding challenge hai, we would have got out. But the team came back and said quite to the contrary. They said NBFC में तबाही का माहौल है. 8,000-9,000 NBFC इंडिया में, more than 50 not going to pull through. पैसा नहीं है मार्केट में. एक बार वो डेट म्यूचुअल फंड के डिबाकल के बाद जो CP market है, CP market has pretty much come to a grinding halt. And as a result, the ability of NBFCs to refinance is limited. Barring Bajaj, HDFC, LIC HF, perhaps MNMFS, ये 4-5 लोगों के अलावा किसी और का refinancing मुश्किल हो गया है. So we said चलो double कर देते हैं position को. So through April we doubled the position in Bajaj Finance. Right? Now करते टाइम डर लगता है. डर लगता है. Remember, all our savings are in our own fund. ऐसा नहीं कि हम इधर जाके किसी म्यूचुअल फंड में निवेश करके बैठे हैं. हमारा पैसा भी यहीं पे है. Right? I've tried my best. I've looked. वो वेबसाइट है वैल्यू रिसर्च नाम का, और एक है मनी कंट्रोल है. बहुत बार देखा हूँ, बहुत कोशिश किया. 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 5.5 year, दिखता ही नहीं है कंपाउंडिंग. तो मैंने छोड़ो, उससे बेहतर तो मैं ही कर लूंगा. So all our wealth is here, and when we double up on Bajaj Finance, we're doubling our money and 2,700 clients' money. So you are obviously feeling scared, but the way you deal with the fear is through research. You call up 3 of the leading lenders to Bajaj Finance. You ask them, आपको क्या दिख रहा है, क्या delinquency डेवलपमेंट दिख रही है, आपको कहाँ से कंफर्ट आ रहा है, आप अपना लाइंस कैसे बरकरार रख रहे हो. You call up the investment banks who control the CP market. उनसे निकालते हो कि बजाज फाइनेंस का 90-day पेपर क्या कूपन में चल रहा है, बजाज फाइनेंस का 1 year पेपर पे क्या यील्ड चल रही है, राइट? दूसरे लोग कंपेटिटर्स की क्या यील्ड चल रही है. तो जब वो होता है, जब हमको लीडिंग कमर्शियल पेपर इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंक बोलती है, so there are 3 investment banks which control the CP market. One of them told us 2 months back that Bajaj Finance 1 year paper is 8%, 8.5%. उसका जो मेन कॉम्पिटिटर उसका पेपर है 10.5%, right? they told us that Bajaj Finance जितना पैसा चाहे 1 year मार्केट में उठा सकता है, कॉम्पिटिटर को 10.5 में भी कोई शायद देगा नहीं, सेकेंडरी मार्केट में 10.5 में ट्रेड कर रहा है. So that's when we said we have seen this before, we've seen this in our life before, where you go through a financial crisis, 80% of the industry gets bankrupted, and the Bahubali, HDFC in 98-99, HDFC Bank in 2009, the Bahubali rises to consolidate. And you can't be scared at that juncture. You have to be rational. You have to follow your research and say, I'll double down here. ठीक है, तो if it's of any use, Kunal, Kshitij, आप बताओ. I will address this familiar point which comes up in most of my client interactions कि P multiple बहुत ज़्यादा है, P multiple खत्म हो जाएगी तो हम खत्म हो जाएंगे. Do you want me to address that or is your client?
नहीं, this is a
ये address करते हैं and then I'll stop yapping. जिससे फिर आपको ये मेरा stuff ना सुनना पड़े. So let's carry on. So I'll just use this share facility. Yeah. So one of the biggest challenges in Indian investing is a lot of people get hung up on PE. उनको लगता है PE में भगवान छुपा है, right? So price of any stock can be re-expressed as PE times E. Simple सा multiple है, PE times E, same P is equal to PE times E, right? Same. This is an identity, right? Now, if you just take this equation and you can differentiate the equation, तो अगर आप same equation को differentiate कर दें, what you realize is change in price can be broken down into two parts: change in P and change in E. Change in price can be broken down into, so in simple English, if the P goes up, you make money. If the E goes up, you make money. If दोनों go up, सोने पे सुहागा. You can break the Indian market into three layers. पहला layer is what I call A is for airlines, or you can call telcos if you want. Industries where volume growth endless है, profit growth अंडा है, right? तो उदाहरण के तौर पे लीजिए telcos. तो let's take Bharti Airtel in its heyday. Bharti Airtel का heyday था 2005 से 2015. This is before Jio became a big force. Bharti Airtel in that decade, Bharti Airtel's growth in number of minutes of traffic on their network. Traffic growth on their network was 40% per annum. उस 10 साल में. Profit growth was zero, because every time they would hike, every time they would get traffic growth, they would cut their tariffs and earnings growth wouldn't come through. Another way of restating that same thing is that Bharti Airtel could not generate a return on capital above cost of capital. कभी free cash flow आई नहीं, धंधे में पैसा डाल नहीं पाए, धंधा grow नहीं किया. ठीक है? Now, what happens in our country is a lot of wealth managers say, they tell the client कि client आप चिंता मत करो, भारती एयरटेल की प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ नहीं आई तो क्या हुआ, हम एक फंड मैनेजर लाए आपके लिए, वो पी मल्टीपल डबल कर देगा, राइट? आई कॉल दीस फंड मैनेजर्स पी डबलर्स, मतलब पीडो. ऐसा शख्स जिसको दिव्य दृष्टि है कि भारती एयरटेल की पी मल्टीपल अभी तुरंत डबल होने वाली है. सो मानो द भारती एयरटेल पी मल्टीपल डज इंडीड डबल. You get 7% compounding from PE multiple doubling over 10 years. Earnings compounding stays zero. Your total return from this sort of stock, and I stress again, this is Bharti Airtel is not a singular company. 90% of Indian stocks are like this only. 10 साल में आपका रिटर्न आएगा 7% के आसपास, right? Earnings नहीं grow करेगी, but PE grow कर जाएगी, आपका रिटर्न 7% का आ जाएगा. Now, if you get 7% returns, no, you will turn around to Urjita and say, अरे ये तो फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट जैसा रिटर्न लाया, मजा ही नहीं आया. So then the wealth manager will say, आप चिंता मत करो, हम आपके लिए वॉरेन बफेट जैसा फंड मैनेजर लाते हैं, राइट? इंडियन अवतार ऑफ वॉरेन बफेट. वो शख्स जो अच्छी कंपनी में निवेश करे, यूनिलीवर, मारुति, हीरो मोटो, बजाज ऑटो, ऐसे कबार करे. So let's take Maruti as an example. Maruti is a good company, right? 10 साल में अगर आप देखो, in a typical 10-year cycle, they'll have return on capital at around 25-26% for 6 out of 10 years. 6 out of 10 years अच्छी ROC आएगी. Barriers to entry है, brand है, sales and service network है, 450 suppliers for every plant, right? It's good company. 10 में से 6 साल return on capital will be 25-26%. Therefore, plenty of free cash flow. They reinvest that in new plants, new models, and over 10 years, Maruti's earnings will grow at a healthy 12%. The PW fund manager, वो वाला दिव्य दृष्टि वाला fund manager आपके लाइफ में आएगा. He will buy Maruti cheap. मानिए 13 पी पे मारुति लेगा और बेचेगा 26 पी पे. मारुति 13-26 के पी के रेंज में टिपिकली मूव करती है. वो पी मल्टीपल डबल कर देगा. 12% अर्निंग से 7% पी मल्टीपल से 19% आपका रिटर्न आ गया. यू विल से शाबाश टू द पी डबलर. So I'll watch from a distance and I will be jealous. यार ये तो ले कमा गया, ये तो ले गया सारा client को. So I'll also buy Maruti. I'll say वो खरीद रहा है Maruti, मैं भी खरीदता हूँ. And before you know it, the whole of Bombay will buy Maruti. If we all buy Maruti, by the time we all buy Maruti, it will be 2017, because that's the 6th year of its 6-year bull run. And 2017 में हर जन बॉम्बे में मारुति ले रहा था. अगर आपने भी तब मारुति लिया होता तो आपकी रिटर्न 12 + 7 नहीं आएगी, 12 - 7 5 आएगा. आप फिर से डिसअपॉइंटेड हो जाओगे. But at least with Maruti, good company, if you time it right, you can make 19%. मतलब अच्छी कंपनी, सस्ता लीजिएगा, 19 कमा लोगे. That's what Warren Buffett does, and that's why he's rightly celebrated, right? And if you and I were living in America, our stock market would end here. 90% stocks would be like Bharti Airtel, 10% would be like Maruti. If you time them well, you make a decent return, right? But thankfully for you and me, we don't live in America, we live in India. India is a country where you can sell bachcho ka doodh at करीबन 100% ROC, right? So let's take Nestle as an example. Their ROCs actually are, consolidated ROC for Nestle is pushing 50%, right? So they dividend out half of it. They reinvest half of it. They keep reinvesting 20-25% of capital employed back in the dhanda. Nestle's free cash flow or Asian Paints' free cash flow is nearly 3 times that of a Maruti or a Bajaj Auto, right? So let's focus on Nestle as an example. Nestle will reinvest 20-25% of capital employed back in the business. Plant khada karega aur doodh banayega. Over 10 years, your profit compounding will be here, 25. Then assume you meet the PE doubler. PE doubler will buy Nestle for your 35p, sell at 70p, 32 ले आएगा. Nestle also gives a hefty dividend. 2% dividend तो कम से कम आ जाती है. आपका 25 from earnings, 7% from pre-doubling, 32 plus 2% dividend, 34% return आ जाएगा. And you will be saying party time, कमाल हो गया. But assume आपका bad luck कि rather than meeting PE doubler, you meet me. And I honestly have no idea about PE multiples. मेरे को पता भी नहीं होता क्या PE multiple पर stock चल रही है. So rather than doubling P, we halve your P. Right? We halve the P on every stock. 25 minus 7, 18 हो जाएगा. P मानिए हर एक stock पे आधी कर दी हमने, 18 हो गया. Add back the 2% dividend, you'll end up at 20%. You'll make more money on Nestle if I get it wrong than you will on Maruti if Warren Buffett was your fund manager. You'll make more money on Nestle if I get it wrong than you would make on Maruti if Warren Buffett was your fund manager, right? So that's why our investment philosophy is सारा पैसा यहीं पे लगाओ, C's for CCP में. Some years will get it wrong, some years will get it right. On average, we'll end up at 25, right? That's my problem, to stay at C's for CCP. Your challenge is, unless you guys are exceptional, most of your wealth is in B's for Buffett, right? Nothing wrong with that. लेकिन अगर आपका most of your wealth is B's for Buffett, आपकी compounding हो रही होगी 12%, right? You can get 12% compounding by buying a Nifty tracker. You don't have to pay fees to any fund manager. लेकिन आप लोग fees भर रहे होगे 12% compounding के लिए, right? Because no fund manager will tell you कि मैं आपके लिए 12% return लाऊंगा, but उसकी जो category होगी investment की वो ये 12% वाली होगी. So there are BSE 500 के 400 stock यहाँ पे हैं, 80 stock यहाँ पे है, and सिर्फ 20 stock यहाँ पे है. We are only focusing on those 20. The bulk of your wealth is in this other 80-90, which is not bad actually. There are plenty of people in our country whose wealth is here, right? वो जो रोने वाले लोग, right? So you are here, you're in a good place. B's for Buffett में, there's a simple journey you have to do over the years is you have to go from B's for Buffett to C's for CCP, and hopefully, if I keep writing books and you keep reading them, आपका B से C हो जाएगा, आपकी compounding improve हो जाएगी. ठीक है, so I'll take your leave today, Kshitij, if you don't mind.
Perfect. Yes. I am sorry. I think हमने 15 minute extend कर लिया because we have had too many questions. But I think we'll stop it here. I understand that.
ठीक है.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, folks. Thanks for hosting me. Really grateful you gave us this opportunity.
Thanks a lot. Just one last question before we end this, Saurabh. Mutual fund में कब आने का सोच रहे हो? Because there are individuals who don't have 50 lakhs investment. They want to be associated with you. But they don't have 50 lakhs available.
उसका net worth बहुत ऊंचा है ना, 50 crore का net worth है, right? And ironically, I only sit on the SEBI committee.
So let us hope for the best. Maybe
fingers crossed, yeah. Let's
wish you the best.
Thank you for your support. Thank you very much, and take care through COVID. Best of luck to all of you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thanks. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Saurabh.